Syracuse down in 4 for the win tonight in the league. And you get a nice reward by finishing in the top 4. You get to watch a couple days in the ACC tournament this year, shifting from Brooklyn to Charlotte, North Carolina. Fans on the hot hand all night. His 5th three-pointer of the evening.
Masterful stuff from the orange and the legendary.
Coach, I bet your buddy is 14 three tonight.
I thought you were shouting out Craig's book when you said they said Ford.
That's a good callback.
Throwing out a national champion. Shout out to Mr. Ford. Played against him back in the day.
And Jordan, we've got a lot to look forward to as basketball fans tonight. Fewer than 10 minutes to play as Zion Williamson will lead Duke against North Carolina. #1 draft prospect in ESPN's NBA draft rankings. He's got
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Noah Spence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Buccaneers have it. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hut.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A good pick up there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Newton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hey, pull down, pull down. 49, check 49, check 49. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case,
and I think the ball's out, and the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Hey, hey. 133.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Escapes the defender, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Powers through. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Noah Spence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he finds a man in a crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Don't throw it to that nigga. We got him. Oh, my goodness.
Through the contact. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, 76 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play as an athlete going a long way.
You seen that
How about the suddenness, too, just getting there and taking off and going for the defensive guys. Plays like that really hurt.
Points, though, right there, nigga.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First time through that post route, my nigga was supposed to pick that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
The Cowboys. Ezekiel
From the gun, Newton.
No blitz.
He sets to fire deep.
Oh, yes.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, I see him.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, it's good. Oh.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Now this nigga got a mic.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Oh no, get back.
Gone!
You already know what he's gonna do. Watch this.
Over!
Use a pick. Oh, that shit, nigga.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Detroit!
Any of that shit we coming for it. Yeah.
He'll look to throw.
Take him away. Take him away. Oh.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That nigga's really tired. What the fuck was that? That was a real nigga play. Oh, I got that trip.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
You got that.
It's coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Don't do it.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's my
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a
team.
huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On first down, it's Newton. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, it's usually a good matchup for him.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Extortion.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
That nigga June out there dropping shit, ain't he? That nigga drops something every week, boy.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Toss.
They get it to him running left. He gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now back to throw.
Yeah, niggas ain't about that life where you banging.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage,
damn,
you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Just try to get me to do.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. Blue Lightning.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Nigga, the ball didn't cross that plane, nigga.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bima Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Escaping the pressure right. Quick slam, caught by Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Let's go, team. Take the division lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come to the Carolina.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Come on with that blitz shit, nigga. We ready for you.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
So funny. What can they do to you, bro? He was nothing like this at all. I say you was not going to like this play at all. I'm finna do to you.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Yeah. Count them up. Oh, yeah.
Out of the gun, Newton.
3, 2, 1.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, my nigga should have caught that one-handed.
Free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and then he delivers the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
Stop hitting that controller so hard. You'll be doing good. I don't give a.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Y'all better not give this nigga no pass interference. We let him pass that shit,
able
man.
to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yep.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's back to throw.
He's
got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do that.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Playing you. My nigga just stripped this nigga. They talking about nigga ain't my ball, man.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K1 short. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it.
Get them, Jets. Watch out, fat boy. I'm scared.
And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That's 13. I gotta play you again. You got to come to the crib, and it's nothing nice for you. Nothing.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
You're not stats, man.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I'm taking nigga stats away. I should have ran that last. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Win here. And they'll return home next.